getting ready to go through the Cape May Canal and then up the Delaware River.
I'm Eric Hannett. I was a game warden for 17 years, and this is my wife, Ash. She's an artist and photographer. We live on our sailboat Wild with our 2 dogs. We've set out to find adventure, freedom, and a simple lifestyle. From the mountains of New Hampshire to the mighty Atlantic, we hope you'll follow along and put a little wilderness in your bones.
So we're in the Cape May Canal now. Unfortunately, we have to be going against the tide right now because in order to time the tide for the Delaware River correctly, we had to leave our anchorage about 2 hours before low tide so that we get the flood going back in. So that puts us in the Cape May Canal going against the tide. But we're still doing like 2.3 knots, I think. Yeah, we're doing like 2.3 knots against the tide, which isn't horrible. But yeah, and the canal is really pretty actually. It's like cool old New Jersey, and I like it. Yeah, New Jersey ain't so bad, number 3.
The canal's going good. It's nice, flat out here, calm. The currents, you know, it's going, but it's not crazy. We got like hardly any wind, which hopefully will change once we get into the Delaware, because we want some wind. But no, it's going good. There's nobody here. We haven't seen a single boat.
Well, it's supposed to be a south wind, and we're pretty protected from the south right now, so
yeah,
it's nice, quiet, no one around. We made it out to the Delaware Bay. We ran aground in the middle of the channel. Again. But we were able to just kind of work our way off of it. It was only for a minute. Stop! It was only for a minute, so now we're out in the Delaware Bay. We just threw the mainsail up, and once we change direction, start heading north, throw the headsail up too. And low tide is in 20 minutes. Absolute low tide, so then we'll be slack. We won't be fighting the current anymore, and that'll last for a little bit, and then the flood will come in, and that's going to push us hopefully upriver at a decent speed. There's not a ton of good anchorages up there, which kind of sucks, so we got to get that sorted out, and there's some thunderstorms coming, but all in all, it's okay so far. Delaware Bay is massive. It looks like the ocean, which is crazy.
Can you hear that?
No motor.
That's the sound of silence. It's going really well. We've got pretty light winds, but we're doing really well. Like, we're in 5 knots of wind and we're doing 4 knots. So
we were just at 4.5.
Yep. So this is pretty amazing. This is the first time we've actually sailed with no motor. Yesterday was, or the day before was the first day we even sailed, period. Well, we had the motor set, we just didn't have enough wind. But now we're sailing completely. No motor. Pretty good feeling. Pretty cool.
Sailing's fun until you're just done and you just want to be done, like right now, because that nasty old black cloud over there. But you can't. You just have to keep going.
We did some miles today though, more than we thought.
Yeah, we ended up extending our trip by like 15 miles today.
How many miles?
15 more miles than we were going to. But right now,
put us in a better anchorage.
Yeah, put us in a better anchorage. Hopefully we can get into it, but right now we're kind of just done. So we made it to the anchorage. Doesn't look super nice out. Here we are. Hoping this storm stays north of us. Alright, so we anchored in this cove last night. It's called Cohansey Cove. And it was pretty nice actually. It was really quiet. We had the place to ourselves. And it was really protected. There was no wind. our anchor held pretty good, so we would totally recommend it. So we have like a 19-mile run up to the C&D Canal where we're gonna anchor from there. Right now, I'm gonna get the sails ready to go before we leave the anchorage.
Things are great. Things are great.
We got up to the marked anchorage. Well, we're almost to it, and there's a giant dredging operation going on. So that's not, I don't know. We might have to push a couple more miles north. Right over here is where we were supposed to anchor, but next to this lovely power plant in Salem, New Jersey.
We are in Delaware City, Delaware, I think. But it says Poketown here, so I don't know if it's something. I don't know. I mean, there's a thing here, so it must be Poketown. But Delaware City, Delaware. We're out of New Jersey.
Finally.
Bye, Jersey.
Officially.
Nice knowing ya.
We found a really cool little town called Delaware City, so that's where we're staying for the night.
So far, it's really, I mean, we just got here, so we haven't really got a chance to see much of the town, but it looks really cool. Well, that looks nice. What is that?
The bilge pump.
Yeah. We're trying to clean the pump out, or clean the bilge out a little bit, just to get the garbage out of there, and now the bilge pump is not working, so I'm assuming it's clogged up with junk.
Oh God.
Can you?
I don't really want to pull this out here.
It's just
disgusting.
dug here.
Alright, well, the float is
Gross.
okay, gross. The thing is, it should still be making noise like it's trying
should
to
be.
suck stuff up. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, we have a spare.
We do.
Hopefully it'll fit. Let me... Oops. Are you okay for a second?
Great. I am. It's a dream. I'm not really sure what even is in there. Looks like the Exxon Valdez ended up in the bilge somehow. So I'm gonna put it back together, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna get the float switch, which is right here, and the base of the bilge back down in there. Once that's sitting in the water the right way, I can put the actual bilge pump back in. However, alright, so we figured out that the wire came disconnected. Well, broke.
Corroded.
And then the bilge pump wasn't getting any power. That's why it wasn't working. Thankfully, we found that now.
Yep.
40 minutes before we have to leave the dock to make it through the C&D Canal.
Putting a little grease on there, keep her greased.
Guys, I just cleaned this floor like
Literally.
2 minutes prior to this happening.
Literally.
Alright, I'm gonna flip this back to auto. Put some water in there. Make sure it actually pumps out. There she goes. We have a problem. Bilge pump turned on, it was running fine. And then it just kept running and running and running, but not pulling in any of the bilge water. So now I have to take it apart again. Figure out what's wrong with it. We were supposed to leave in 3 minutes ago, but I don't know. I have this lovely, icky little problem happening. We thought we fixed it, but now every time we turn it on, it pops the fuse. And it's not pulling any water.
There's a short, obviously, somewhere in it, but...
We were supposed to leave for the C&D Canal T-minus 25 minutes ago. But I don't think that's happening today. Good news is that we have a spare bilge pump. Bad news is that it doesn't work. It's seized. It's brand new in the packaging. And she's not working, which is cool. Alright, so we just got cleaned up. We just put a new bilge pump in. We ended up having to go buy a new one because the spare one that we had was completely seized, even though it was brand new in the packaging, which was cool. So now we are several hours behind, and we're not going to make it through the C&D Canal today because we'll end up fighting the tide, and we don't need any more help being the slowest boat on Earth. So that's not an option. So we are gonna go anchor outside the C&D tonight and go through it in the morning. So let's go.
We're getting ready to go through the C&D Canal at a breakneck speed of 2.6 knots.
Which, it's slack tide right now, so hopefully we'll get a little bit quicker when we start going through the canal. We have like 11 miles of the canal and then another, hold on, I suck at math, 9 miles to the anchorage that we're hoping for. I really hope this big boat's not coming in the canal, but he probably is with our luck. The giant cargo ship behind us. This bridge clearance is like 130 feet and it looks like we're gonna hit it still.
We made it.
It's crazy, it looks so short, but it's not. Still chugging. We got about an hour till the tide switches, which sucks because we got a little over an hour to go travel time. We're on the Bohemia River in Maryland. We made it. We went through the C&D Canal today. And it's a pretty cool spot we found.